since you brought up Michelle Monaghan as Julia, there's something in the teaser that was present in the teaser that we need to talk about.
Yeah, my biggest complaint about this entire movie, even though I enjoyed it, was not bringing back Michelle Monaghan because, I mean, after 3, obviously, they faked her death. She went into hiding. They're no longer married. All that kind of stuff. You see her at the end of Ghost Protocol from afar. She smiles at Ethan, and then she gets brought back in the next movie, and you see her in a couple scenes. And honestly, I thought this entire franchise was going to end with them getting reunited. So why would they not bring her back? Is honestly dumbfounding to me. It's the one thing that I was wanting to happen at the end of this movie. It's the one thing I was waiting for at the end of this movie. And then it didn't happen. And then I'm like, okay, is there a post-credit scene? Because like, what's going to happen here? And then there wasn't. And you mentioned the teaser. In the teaser trailer for Final Reckoning, the one that came out like 6 months ago, the scene where Ethan loses all control of his body, passes out, floats up to the ice cap, and then the camera spins around. And in the movie, Grace is the one that comes like up against him and saves him. In the teaser trailer that came out, the initial one, it was Michelle. And it's not just a mistake. Like I went back and watched it. It's Michelle in her nurse scrubs or doctor scrubs.
And she kisses him.
And so they filmed something with her. It wasn't just like a CGI thing. They filmed Michelle in the movie. So why they cut her out and put Grace there instead just didn't make any. I mean, I get Grace was the one that saved her. Michelle wasn't actually there, but there was no view of Julia in this movie other than the reference to 3 in the beginning of the movie. And so to me, this was a huge miss for them not to do and bring her back. And maybe this actually isn't the end. And I know we're going to talk about that and they're going to bring her back eventually, but for this movie to be called Final, for them to, market it as Final, why they didn't bring back Michelle is kind of stupid to me.
It wasn't just that Julia's not in the movie. That's a creative decision they made. My problem is, you mentioned, she's in the teaser. It is 100% Michelle Monaghan as Julia, as you mentioned, in Dr. Scrubs, kissing him in the teaser. And normally what you would do in these situations, as we saw with movies like Spider-Man No Way Home, is you would remove things from the trailers to keep surprises in. So they kind of did the opposite here. They showed a teaser that featured Michelle Monaghan and then replaced her in the movie with Haley Atwell. That seemed a little backwards to me, but I, like you, was expecting this to end with Ethan getting his Captain America and Peggy Carter moment at the end where he finally hangs them up and goes to Julia. But then I thought about that and I was like, well, multiple times in the movies, Luther told Brant that they tried to be together, but Julia knew that if Ethan was watching her, no one was watching the world, and that Ethan knew that he would never fully be able to retire. So that's maybe why that didn't end that way. But
it's the age-old, like, Spider-Man tries to be away from Mary Jane because he thinks that the villains are going to kill her. It's the age-old weight of the world that a hero has. But instead of getting this Steve and Peggy moment, Peggy ended up being the one that keep him away from her.